What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Shop Talk Tuesday. So in this episode, we're going to take this structure down to the ground. Now, I've had a lot of people tell me, man, you should have just pushed that thing over and then took it apart from the ground. At first, I didn't want to do that because I'm going to be reusing as much of this wood as possible, but as I've been inspecting the 2x4s while I've been pulling the nails out of it so that I could salvage the wood, I've found a lot of rot in them. So pretty much all of the studs from about 10 inches up and down have just been, they're just rotted from water damage and stuff like that. So I'm only going to be able to use a portion of each of the studs. Same thing for the roof. So let's go ahead, let's push this thing down. I know that y'all are going to enjoy this, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and leave y'all right here, go back there and try and push it over. If I can do that, cool. If I have to take out a couple of the studs to be able to get it to topple over, we'll see how that goes. But let's go ahead, let's jump into getting this thing pushed over so that we can start pulling it apart. All right, let's get it. And it is down. This wood is so crappy. Ridiculous.
trying this one.
Okay. See, this is the random stuff that I'm talking about here. That is 6 nails in one little piece of wood. 6. Then of course the rest of them for random things like siding and whatnot. But 6 nails for this one piece of wood is just ridiculous. That's how almost this whole entire thing's built. And it's still built like crap. Mind-boggling. Alright guys, let's go ahead and wrap this Shop Talk Tuesday up here. Now, we've got everything pulled off of the pad. See that right there? So, no more walls, no more roof, none of that stuff. We got it pushed down, got it pulled apart. I've got wood here, I've got wood over here. The wood here is the main stuff that I'm going to be reusing. The wood that's over here is kind of questionable. There's like 18 billion nails and all this stuff, so I've got to see if I can pull all the nails out and still salvage that, because they went through and they just nailed 86 different little ways. It's ridiculous. So if I can pull that stuff out and actually utilize it, I will. If not, I will only be using this stuff. Now, when it comes to a few of the things that have changed in the process since I've been pulling everything down, I'm actually gonna make the shop a little bit bigger than what I originally set out to do. Now, the main area that's getting changed is the size of the concrete pad. So you can see I've got a stake right here, and then there's one down here, there's one all the way back there, and then one over here. And what I did was I set it up. I've got twine going everywhere. So from there, you can see here, and then to there, and like going back to there. What's gonna end up happening is, instead of pouring the pad to where it is like I think what I was originally gonna end up being is the pad itself was gonna be about 14 feet by 14 feet. And then I was gonna build the shop on top of it, which was gonna be a 12 by 14. And that's still gonna happen. I'm still gonna have the shop where it extends from this shop that's right here over to here. And that's gonna be, you know, 14, basically about 14 and a half feet, 14 feet all the way to here, and then 12 feet across. That's still gonna be there, but what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm doing a 12 foot by 14 and a half foot area next to it. So the overall pad itself is gonna be 24 and a half feet by 14 and a half feet. And then I'm gonna build the shop and everything on top of that so that I can square that shop to this, because this shop is not perfectly square to the concrete pad that it's sitting on, and neither one of these things were square together. So I'm gonna try and square everything to this shop and not so much the concrete pad. It'll make more sense whenever you actually see me do it. My whole goal is I'm actually building the shop slightly smaller than the concrete pad so that I can trim everything down to the actual concrete, and then I can seal the concrete all the way around it. And again, stuff like that'll make sense whenever we actually get to that point. But the goal is now 24 and a half feet by 14 and a half feet, and I'm gonna have the 12 by 14 added on to this 12 by 12, and then we're gonna go ahead and build an awning off the front of it so that I can pull tools out onto the little area underneath the awning, which is gonna be, you know, basically 12 by 14 and a half feet. I'm gonna be able to pull tools out there because I plan on doing my 2x72 on a rack, doing my porta band saw on a rack, having the anvil, which is already set up to where I can move it, and then my forge already is on a rack. That way I can pull that stuff out. I can mess with the dusty stuff out here and not have as much of it in there whenever it's nice outside, stuff like that. So I think it's gonna make more sense, and hopefully whenever we get it all built, you'll see how, well, I would set up a knife shop. So that's what we're gonna have happen. Y'all are gonna get to watch the whole process. Luckily, we're finally at a point to where we can actually start building, and no more demo. We are at that point to where I can start getting concrete done. I can start, you know, getting lumber and everything here so that we can start building it all up. Hopefully y'all are excited about that. If y'all are, let me know in the comment section down below, guys. One of the things that I wanted to mention is, hey, the main channel sponsor for this channel is me, myself, the Rivers Experience. So make sure you go check out theriversexperience.com. I've got knives on there, I've got shirts on there, stuff like that. I've got mugs on there, all kinds of different things. Definitely go over there, scoop something up. I've got a bunch of EDC knives that I'm about to put on there. I've got the 5 that I'm wrapping up for the actual shop build themselves. So those 5 EDCs, plus I've got 3 other EDCs that are gonna go on there. So if you're looking for an EDC knife, I'm gonna have them on there within the next week. So there you go, go check it out, scoop something up, help support the channel. I really appreciate it. Guys, give the video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Y'all have an amazing day. Y'all stay safe out there, and I'll catch y'all next time.